When we last left off, our intrepid heroes finished their journey through the Imperial Laboratory. They found many treasures, defeated many monsters, found a mini fridge full of spunk, and then left the dungeon so that Saracina's Daughtru could sit on it and destroy it. Oh, and Ursula adopted a cat.
Yes, Goldie.
Yes, but you missed a good point. We are still trying to be therapeutically reforming damaged beings, like the Spore Dragon.
Yes, you did find a dragon, and Saracina just had Chimekoat carted off somewhere.
Gotta take care of corrupt little babe.
And speaking of carting things off somewhere, the session before last, you guys found the Emperor's personal chambers in the lab, and there Koinu and Tarn had a discussion about what to be done with dragon's blood and the like, which you did certainly find some, and it was very, very potent and enhanced. Gave you all the heebie-jeebies. But
probably should be thrown in a hole.
I mean, probably.
No.
Well, that's nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that stuff we need to go to the only trustworthy fucking alchemist in the known fucking world, even if he's a fucking horn dog, Jacquard.
Yeah, Koinu's fine with that.
Yeah.
The only reason she recommended Jacquard is because Koinu doesn't actually know if Jacquard is still in a capable position to do so, but also knows that she is Jacquard's kid.
Yeah, Jacquard and Jacquard presumably just as trustworthy as one another.
Yes, exactly. So that was why originally was Jacquard.
But hey. But yeah, while you were having that discussion, Koinu, a big fat stack of cash dropped into your pocket.
Again?
No, the first time.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's where Senatrea gave you a present. And so yeah, she became your new best-paying employer.
Yeah, this is true. Wait, is it actually for the dragon's blood that she paid?
Yeah, you guys were debating what to do with the Emperor's research and materials, and also debating...
No, that wasn't when she gave me cash. It was when we were in his personal belongings. There was something else.
Yeah.
Senatrea never gave Koinu money for that weird potion they found.
No, but you were talking about what you were going to find. You hadn't actually found anything yet, I don't believe. Because this was before you read any of his letters or anything.
Yeah, because you were saying
yeah, you're right, yeah.
Yeah,
no, that is true. Yeah, Senatrea. She does owe Senatrea that potion. She'll hand over some dragon goblin stuff to Jacquard, though.
Well, regardless, the party has finished up at the lab and is making their way from said lab to the City of Roses, Illyria. But that is a journey that's going to take a couple of days, even with your airship. And so... Well, it's like...
Really?
Well, it'll take a full day of travel, and it was already like 3 p.m. when you guys were finished in the dungeon. So yeah, presumably you're going to take a long rest on the ship, unless you just want to stay awake for some reason.
No, I just find myself to the fucking master so you can just take care of Goldie.
Yeah, Goldie would like to go do a little flying, but also probably should not.
Well, since I can't talk to him, I'll tell him, like...
Just make one of those catwalking harnesses.
Oh, that's so fucking cute.
Little chimera just floating along beside you, a little cat harness.
Coincidentally, cat harnesses exactly the same as those toddler harnesses.
Well, yes.
Gotta keep your
that's-
toddlers on a leash.
Indeed, but here's the
Never know when it
thing,
might
so
bite or piss on something.
I got a floating rock, now I have a floating cat. But yeah, he gets to see the wind, and it's probably it's starting to adapt to like sunlight at least. Being stuck in what's it called, a torch lit dungeon for fucking forever. It's like, well, it's still young, so he'll be able to, but his eyes are pretty well dilated.
Yeah, it definitely takes him some time to get used to the outside and the sun, and he's definitely happier when he's out during the twilight hours.
Yeah, I tell him that. There's like a cat, a species, like an animal type that part of him is that can see in the dark and during the light, but their eyes change his size. He will learn that, but it will take a little time. Just try to teach Goldie as much as Ursula knows and can.
Rock on.
And we'll tell Goldie that once we get there, you can get a proper warm, like really warm water bath. So you can get really clean.
I'm not sure he's into that idea, just because, water and cats.
Yes, but water and cats is only if the water is lower than their body temperature, and they have an above average, above human, the body temperature.
I
So
did not
if
know
the
that.
water is warmer, they're cool. They are okay with it. That's why you've seen cats being all chill in warm water baths, or like in a warm water cup like that, with a little towel. That's how you clean cats. You have to use very warm water because warm. That's why they sunbathe to conserve energy, so they don't have to do like endothermic like humans are constantly. So they save energy for hunts. That's why they are nocturnal. That's why they have saved all that energy from the day, and it's ready to use during the night.
Makes sense. Speaking of the night, eventually you will fall asleep tied to the mast as you are, with your little chimera in your arms, and Koinu writing her letter down below will eventually finish it off and drift to sleep, and so too will Hashat with a Cass in her lap. And while dreams take you all at different times, you all meet in the same tavern.
Oh no, it's the reboot.
You are snapped from... Oh, good. Welcome back,
Oh
Kina.
no.
Oh wow, that is a very
Oh.
old Hashat token.
Yes.
Oh dear. What's going on?
We've just gone to sleep, the party has, on the ship, and you've drifted off to sleep. And you all wake up together in the same place. You come to your senses to the scent of seawater and a storm on the horizon. There is a distant sound of a ship's bell and thunder rolling. And in front of you is a tremendous crystal ball, much larger than even Hashat is in her normal size, but as you glance around,
So small.
Hashat is not at her normal size. Hashat looks much like she did the day you met her, though she doesn't have any horsey features now. She just has her full cow's tail and tiny little bovine horns and cow ears.
Well, this
And
is weird.
Tarn also looks much as you remember him from before his draconic transformations. And Siggy, of course, poor Siggy has C cups, and her clothes fit awkwardly around her.
Tragedy.
Well, Ursula is a slight fucking panic mode.
Yeah,
Baby.
as all you
Cool.
should be.
Oh god, how's Koinu looking?
Koinu, well, how do you dress, Koinu? What's your arm situation?
Well, as far as clothing, it's really useful to have sleeves. So she does have like a one arm sleeve clothes, and then just the other is fully stitched shut instead.
Okay.
Usually baggy tunic, relatively baggy trousers, and open toed sandals that she can kick off.
All right, so to everyone else, Koinu looks basically the same.
Presumably though, she is fidgeting a bit and
Yeah, you can feel something that no one else can see.
ugh. Play it cool, Koinu. Don't panic. Don't start trying to tear your own fucking thing up.
Yeah.
Alright, she's not cool right now.
Yeah, I imagine all of you are looking around in a panic.
Oh no, it's mostly because Ursula doesn't dream, remember?
Mm-hmm. Well, you do now. You've just been teleported. Congratulations. And all of your friends look weird. Really, there's no way to
Yeah.
tell that this is a dream other than the fact that you know you fell asleep and also your friends look weird.
Yeah, last time her friends looked weird, they were like evil meat flesh things. That was a nightmare. Oh wait, is Ursula retarded again?
Such an important question. Wait.
Wow.
No, because that was the result of Ursula sustaining head injury as a child.
Oh,
No,
right, yeah.
she's back to. She has her normal 10 intelligence. Enjoy.
We're in our natural state.
Yes, you are in your natural
yes, but
state.
since so I was just checking because everyone has just gone back like before any alteration. Would be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and in fact, as you look at yourselves and each other, none of you have any like visible scars or anything. All in pristine, as you should be condition. No matter how Koinu may feel about that statement.
About what statement, sorry?
You are pristine and as you should be.
Yeah, no, Koinu was not happy about the statement.
Probably not. Yes, as the awkward moment of realization and looking amongst yourself passes, you see a figure standing across from you just outside leaning on a balcony. The familiar draconic Amazon of Senatrea herself, the goddess of magic. Though she is much more compact now, just Hashat-sized. She turns and looks at you and gives a faint smile. Ah, hello there. Nice of you all to drop in.
I feel like this might be less of a drop in, more than a pulled in.
Yes, dear, that
Okay.
was a kinder way to say you have been summoned.
Okay.
Calm yourself, child.
What exactly is this, though?
This, she will glance around and spread her arms. This is my dream, my sanctum.
It just crouches down low. It's like, okay. So when is the horrible shit gonna happen?
Horrible shit.
Yeah, horrible stuff. That's usually what happens when you dream. That's what happened the only time I actually dreamt.
That's not what normally happens to people when they dream, my dear. Going to make a
Really?
wisdom save. Excellent. You feel calm. You have no idea what you were just hyperventilating about. Everything seems
I have
fine.
no idea what I was hyperventilating about.
Not a clue.
Sure. Am I El Stumpo? Because I guess that will indicate whether she just starts panicking all over again.
What's an El Stumpo? You have a perfectly normal arm just sitting at your side.
Okay.
Everyone else, you can see Koinu with both of her normal 2 functioning arms.
I can only assume she lost it in some horrible accident, or maybe someone,
No, Koinu's
some
always had 2 arms.
monster ate it. Did she? Oh, I guess she did. Huh.
For seemingly no reason, Senatrea will just walk over and scruffle Koinu's ears.
I cannot resist purring. Sorry, a big woman is rubbing her ears. She purrs.
Good girl. Now then, as for why you're here, would anyone like to take a guess?
Dragon mysteries. Strange elemental mishaps.
The first one was close, but you could be more specific.
Oh, would you like the potion?
Now which potion would that be?
The one that make that one with
Oh, I'm gonna elbow her shot.
ah.
That's right. Sorry, I must have forgotten about. I was thinking of some other thing.
Senatrea just blinks at you. Would you like to try that again?
Oh, I thought she was doing an ixnay on the ocean pay. Like, as in, oh, what item would that be? We're like, oh, the item that we should forget imminently.
No, because you found a bunch of potions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I made completely the wrong judgment.
The one that smells really spicy?
Yes, and what do you think that potion is?
Come.
No. Though you did find quite a lot of that.
There was a lot, an unfortunate amount.
Uncomfortable amount, actually.
Yeah.
That's rich coming from you, Hashat.
Container.
Yeah, at least she makes hers at
I
home.
don't collect dozens of other people's sperm and just hoard it in a
Oh,
closet.
sorry, that's Cassidy who does that.
I mean, I should hope he doesn't do that.
No,
Oh yeah, but he only does it temporarily.
Oh, right, he does
And
that
honestly,
in-
it's good.
he
It's
does-
good
he
for the
holds
skin.
it inside of himself.
It's good for the skin. So I hear.
Senatrea will giggle into the back of her hand, most undignifiedly. Lean back against her large, pondering orb. Yes, well, speaking of that, I'm sure it comes as no surprise that the divines from whom that seed is derived would very much like it to be destroyed, lest it be used for unfortunate ends.
Right. Okay. I believe Seracena's handling that. I don't know what she does with a whole bunch of potential life besides normal mother stuff, though.
Yes, and I'm asking you to handle it.
Oh.
There is one exception, however. My dear Mithras has, for reasons entirely beyond me, insisted that you keep one vial of hers.
Okay.
She says, you will know what to do with it when you find it.
Hmm.
Sure, okay. I guess I can go in the freezer box and get the spunk tainer and how else does one get rid of a selection of spunks?
Might I recommend Cassidy?
I mean, we could just blow it up.
Do you have a cute cat boy though? You could tip him over on his back and just sort of like use him like a cauldron.
Are you just gonna use him as a freaking bar shaker? You just fill him with the various stuff and then just shake him?
Actually, I'm afraid that what happens if you use that much potent divinity, he might actually just get butt pregnant. That's a terrible idea.
Yes.
The spinny winny, yes.
Yes, well, dispose of it however you want. Just make sure it doesn't get used. Though the mortal bloodlines you can do with whatever you want, Saracina's included.
Okay. What would happen if no, I shouldn't ask. It's okay.
No,
Sure,
no,
we can
go
handle
ahead.
that.
You're talking to the goddess of magic. There are no dumb questions.
I
Well,
feel
there
like
are, but I
there
won't make
are
fun of you.
okay. I suppose I was wondering what happens if one of us used that cum for its intended purposes.
Well, if you use the divine cum, the god from whom it originates will be very mad at you. But otherwise, it will probably just take.
How did that emperor even get all of that?
Well, Hashat?
Slavery.
Oh, for Christ.
Conquer.
Yes.
And kidnapping.
Yes.
Hmm.
You find someone with a divine bloodline and milk them.
No.
Okay.
Much in the same
Or
way
we
Yeah,
as
yeah,
you
yeah.
have distributed quite a bit of Saracina's bloodline all over.
You can do that like you do with, like a regular boulder. You just get your fist in through the back door there.
A shot is potent enough to make an actual boulder pregnant, I'm sure.
Unironically.
Yeah. Wild. Okay. Get rid of that. Sure. How would you like the special dragon potion returned to you?
I would prefer a hand delivery. I don't exactly
Okay.
have many priests running around. And even those I do have, I don't entirely trust not to be too fascinated by the magic with it.
Have a
Fair enough.
Yes, Ursula?
No, I was thinking because I saw the whole shadow things and everything, but for me it wasn't that good. But is this like super condensed just dragon essence?
It depends on what you define as essence.
Well, you got like we've seen it just looks at see like well we've seen that dragons can do a lot of things and be made of different stuff.
Oh, you
But
mean like this is like empty dragon before you mix in a flavor?
yeah, but imagine like what's the word? I'm trying to remember. Right. Proto. That was the word. It's a proto-dragon mass with soul energy. That was the word.
No, I think Koinu has the right of it. It's draconic essence, as you say, distilled down to a fundamental level, ready to be impregnated. You may draw your conclusions from that opportune word choice.
If you used it, would you be able to have a child?
Are you
Another
implying that I
one.
can't just have one normally?
I feel like there are implications. I don't know why.
Implied implications.
Well, you're bopping around with one of mine right now. Not sure why that
True.
surprises you, but no,
Well,
I wouldn't be able to have a child with a bunch of blood essence. At least I don't think so.
We made a homunculus.
That I could do.
oh,
Now she's suddenly going, wait a fucking second now.
Yeah, hold on here.
wait. Like, no, like,
Yay!
it would be like a homunculus, or like a fuck, what's the word of what's the name of Ursula's thingamabob? It was a
Simulacrum.
a
Simulacrum.
simulacrum.
Well, yours
Okay.
is more like a simulacrum, but you know.
Yeah, it's be like
Well, my dear, you've just made that vial seem awfully more important to me than it was before.
Ooh. I'm glad I helped.
Yes, well, let us hope Saris thinks as much when I finish this thought out. In the
wait,
meantime,
are you like gonna slap her with it and be like, Shazam, you're now Super Dragon, like me?
no, I was going to jerk her off into it.
Can I help?
Why?
Shit.
No, no. I will hit you with the
Are you
Warlock
okay,
punch.
Koinu? You seem to be.
I've been hanging out with Cena for like a while. I'm at my wit's end.
Your kitten is desperately in need of being pegged, it seems. But yes, I don't think she would consent to that. She is very shy.
Fair
Well,
enough.
does it have? Because what I was thinking, if it's like that, is it possible to take some of that and just, smear it on Tarnavak?
Yes, I think if Tarnavak consumed the potion when it's finished, he could undergo some sort of draconic transformation. I do believe that was the point of what the Emperor was working on at the end. It wasn't enough just to make dragons, to breed them. He wanted to become one, much like Tarn here, for he knew that dragon's blood flowed in his veins. That blessed lineage wasn't enough for him.
And, well, his idea was it just makes finger guns scatter to the winds.
Yes, and a good thing, too. Still, the potion as it is now is dangerous and cannot be consumed. At least not without doing something rather unfortunate to whichever poor fool tried it, so I would suggest not. And just bring it to me.
Okay. Do you have a temple in Bunnytown?
No, darling, I don't have a temple in Bunnytown. When I say bring it to me, I mean bring it to me.
Oh, that.
Okay.
Good.
I assume I'll just like look to Hashat. I assume this is something that you guys are capable of. Can't say I've ever
Yeah, we can
visited
do
the
it.
Flying City. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
very
if you
high
write
up.
that down into one of your little Section 1 reports, you'll have a very bad time of it.
No, I don't think I want to try that one.
Smart
That
girl.
seems like a yeah. No, I think that there is a general rule that goes around that we are incredibly faithful to Section 1 up until a god tells us to don't do that. Historically, that has happened more times than we would like to admit.
Yes, it has. Now
I
that
can only
that's
assume that
settled.
that's what happens when you've got a place run by Coven Stones, that they do have like the special God told you to stop clause that they had to institute after a couple of generations.
Honestly, I feel like it's less the Coven Stones and more like Section 1 as a as a spy network trying to uh, dig into information that they shouldn't, rather than like, mad bomber shit.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, but the Section 1 is run by the fucking Cowmazon.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. It's just like not for the reasons I think Scout was thinking of. But yeah, they are known for their insatiable curiosity.
Indeed.
It's on
That's all.
it's on the oath. It's not going in the report.
Good girl. Now then, that is settled. You are here. Yes. What?
I have a question.
Please ask away.
Is the sun real?
Is the what, sorry? Did you ask if
Is
the
the
sun was
sun?
real? Yes, the sun is real. It is a
Yeah, because
tremendous ball of plasma burning high in the sky. Your planet orbits it. I put it there. It's
okay,
very pretty.
okay,
Assume it is. I know better than to stare.
okay. That's good. Okay, I just had to ask because we had to.
You did meet Tessa, who said everyone knows the sun isn't real.
There's been conflicting reports from people that's supposed to know stuff, so I had to ask when I got the chance.
Darling, your friend Tessa doesn't know anything. That's the problem.
Yeah, she's a drunk. She's a
Okay.
crazy.
It's not that she's a drunk,
reckless-
it's just that she's stupid.
I mean, also that though.
She has a mind
Okay,
that is brilliantly sharpened for wizardry and not much else.
Okay.
Please, it's brilliantly sharpened for wizardry and poon hounding.
That's your charisma.
Okay. Then that's good because the question I had followed to that was if it's real and it's giving off all this nice warmth and heat and apparently the earth and the planet rotates like that, is there a way to harness that?
Yes.
Is there a way for us to be able to harness that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. Hopefully can figure that out some day or year because it would be nice because if that's all that really nice light and energy and all that sunlight, if we can actually condense that down to like energy or like magic, like base stuff like that, just convert it over, we could just refuel and re-empower all the Presidium that's being used up.
It's not magic, dear. It's fire. It's a lot of fire. However, Senatrea will snap her fingers, and in her hand appears what we would recognize as a magnifying glass, complete with like a circular bit of plastic around it and a little lens. And she will just hand it to Ursula. Here.
Oh.
Put this between the sun and, say, a piece of paper and watch what happens.
Okay, well, it just looks up for the sun and be like, "There's probably no sun here, so
We're
well,
at.
once there's a sun, I can test this."
Yes, well, perhaps the sun will return here when I'm done slapping around some interlopers. Stupid elves.
Intellect? Oh,
Yes, someone has been poking
Elf?
holes in my world shield. Not very fond of it.
Hmm.
Now there's
That-
this storm bleeding in from fuck knows where. It's full of elves.
Huh. Full of elves, you say?
Shut up, Hashat.
No?
Oh. Huh.
I'm sure it's fun.
Yes, we will deal with that eventually. I'm working on some countermeasures. Step away for a few millennia and look what happens.
Oh, is that like the stuff to keep the in-between things out?
No, it's a spell to go over to wherever this is from and slap some idiots around. Tell them no soliciting.
Oh, that's gonna be weird.
Oh, it just reaches into her back and pulls out the little model she made of the cosmology. How far off am I with this? You get any tips?
My tip would be to stop trying to conceptualize metaphysics as a physical geometry. This is a perfectly reasonable way to visualize it, but ultimately there's nothing to visualize. It is etheric energy, nothing more. You are trying to give shape to the ocean.
It just thinks on that statement. It's like, oh, okay. I understand now. Thank you. Man, it's really easy to figure that stuff out now when I'm not like I used to be. Wow.
Yes, sorry about your brain being fucked up. It was rather unpleasant what those villagers did to you.
It just face just drops to like a neutral expression. Yeah,
Would you like to forget? Forever. Be freed from that trauma.
I am my scars.
if I remove something from me, it won't be me anymore, right? Because
No, that's a lot of horseshit.
that
You'll still be you. It won't change your personality. But it'll stop the nightmares. The ones you don't remember, or never experience. The ones that claw at your brain whenever you close your eyes.
it's just I close my eyes and open them, and then it's morning.
That's what you experience, yes. Your brain, however, fights its own battles. You've woken up in cold sweats more than once, haven't you?
Well,
Out
sometimes.
too real.
Well, Yeah, sometimes.
Yes, just because you don't remember a struggle doesn't mean you don't go through it. And the same applies to your waking memory.
Can you make me remember instead?
Remember what? You want to remember that day, do you?
Yeah, because I only have a little bit before that with mom, and then that happened, and then just everything went wrong. So I figured that it's whatever happened there damaged the memories from before that. It just
No, dear, the reality is that children just don't remember much of their childhood. For humans and hobgoblins, catfolk, everything from about 4 is just a blur. Bare little spots. For a dwarf, 15, 20.
can you just well then can you just make me remember mom, my time with her?
I can, I believe.
Thank you. That's all I ever really wanted.
All right. Ursula, Senatrea is going to cast a spell on you. I would ask if you want to fail automatically, but you only pass on a 20 anyway. Up to you.
Yeah, willingly subject myself to it.
Okay. Ursula, you are filled with the blissful memories of childhood. Your mother in her little shack, the smell of cinnamon and sugar and strange alchemical things you can't quite place even now, but you recall the smell more recently from Zuth's experiments. Much the same work was done here. You also remember vague glimpses of Garamaz, you as just a infant in arms, but he was there for a time, and then he wasn't. And your mom became sad for a time, a bit morose, but recovered, and loved you all the more for it. But she spent more time working after that, more time to herself, feverishly studying some thing you're never allowed to touch. And the villagers become a little more hostile to her. You hear yelling outside more often. She gets in arguments more with the village alderman, with the old minotaurs, the elderly, those who don't trust a witch. And then something happens. You aren't there when it occurs, but there's a lot of yelling from the town square. An acrid smell wafts across the village. Smell like acid, like ozone. And then it happens. The burning. The blow to the head that leaves you reeling. You now remember that you crawled away into a ditch, but not the ditch you remember waking up in. You remember vaguely a catfolk coming by. Not Garamaz, but another bard, a real bard. One who looks an awful lot like Cassidy, all things considered. It's not him, of course, he wouldn't have been born yet, but a young, blonde kitten in a colorful outfit who scoops you up and complains about damnable hillbillies and their superstition, and then takes you to a nearby inn and cares for you for a night and a day. But you wake up in that day when he's out, and you run, for you have no idea where you are, and you collapse in a ditch closer to Ironvein Hold. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Ursula is standing there, just letting it all happen, just tears just streaming down her face.
Siggy will just
But
lean in and give you a hug.
she's making, like the lip pursing and everything just to not completely break down. Thank you.
I'm not entirely sure you should thank me, but you are welcome nonetheless. You and yours have done a good turn for me. A simple spell is the least I can do. And the rest of you? Have you boons or questions for the goddess?
I have a question.
Please.
When are you going to come say hi?
I'm not.
Why?
Why? Because she should be dead, and I have no interest in her. That's why.
She's your daughter.
Yes, she is.
And she means nothing to you?
And she means a great many things to me, and very few of them pleasant.
I'm sorry to hear that.
The primordials have long outlived their usefulness, both to me and to the world of Iona. They've been replaced by more stable creations, more stable gods, less likely to harm the world they were used to shape and create. It is fortunate for all of us that she returned in the state she is in, rather than in her prime.
She really so dangerous?
Yes. You've seen what one of her children is capable of. What do you think a being whose very essence is linked to the primordial earth, whose life's blood, whose heartbeat, whose breath is the earth upon which you tread, who has the power with a whim to reshape it to her every desire? Do you really think such a thing is harmless? Such a thing can't end civilizations.
No, I suppose not. At the same time, you're right that she isn't that same capable person. I feel like it would be a shame to be resentful of someone you could reconcile with instead. Not many people get that chance.
I'm not
In
resentful
her own
of
way,
her, child. I'm
I might
done
breed
with her.
resent.
There's a
Oh,
difference.
like,
Just a tool.
She was more than a tool once, but she and her siblings relegated themselves to that level. And like many tools, they have a propensity to cut those who use them.
oh. I'm sorry.
Were they the one that instigated, like, your fall then?
It's possible. Honestly, I think Kandarn is more acutely to blame for that one. Though I can't prove it, given the layers of wards and protections he puts upon his creations. There was no one who engineered my original death. At least no divine source. What happened was an unexpected spurt in evolution of the giants. Never before had someone crafted metal into a weapon, nor one so big, so potent. I had seen flint hunting arrows before, carven stone, but never pure copper smelted with tin, sharpened to a razor's edge, honed and enchanted. I was caught by surprise.
That that's quite a few steps, to be honest.
Yes, it was.
Which is why you think it was Kanban then.
Yes, I have my suspicions, although it is entirely possible, perhaps even probable, that Saracena at least helped. After all, the giants are from the boreal north. They have few resources up there, and certainly no naturally occurring tin.
Yeah, if it's cold, you should not use tin in the cold anyway.
Yeah,
The cold destroys it.
Correct. And yet.
Hmm.
In those days, even my own guards used meteorite iron shaped by magic. Never before had someone forged alloys before. Never had they crafted them into weapons. And the hubris to test them first on gods and dragons. That is not a natural thinking process, even of a giant. But they have been castigated long ago, so I suppose that is water under the bridge. There are none alive now who remember it. Though it seems there are some undead who may. She'll glance at Tarn, shaking her head.
She was quite upset to know that you had no part in us bringing her back.
Oh, Saracena?
Yes.
Hardly surprising. I'm
It's
sure
going to
in
hurt
the
her.
end, she
It's,
somehow, some way desires forgiveness for a mother's love, but there is none to be had. She should be dead, as should be her siblings. The fact that you have unearthed these living fossils is bad enough, but for the love Ceres bears you, I will allow it, at least this once.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about Vulcanus. Or, well, I guess it's you're welcome to Vulcanus. I don't know.
Dry your eyes, Koinu.
what is it? What is it to dispel to force yourself out of an intelligence check?
An intelligence saving throw is disbelieving illusions.
Right. I'm going to try and wake up.
Okay.
Would that also be the same kind of a check? I guess. Or
That would probably be a charisma saving throw. No, not even close. Senatrea will just glance between the two of you, arch a brow. What?
I don't think you'd understand.
He'll just walk over and place a hand on your perfectly normal functioning shoulder. Say, listen, child. You may have your relationship with your sire and dam, but I don't believe in the past you have tried to murder your parents nor destroy their civilizations, their entire family. I have a great deal of affection for my children, but there are some bridges once burned that cannot be rebuilt.
I'm sad for that loss.
As was I, but my primordials were given long lives to lead. They had many children, except Tritonists. They had the best I could give them, given circumstances. But I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, go. Be gone. Return to your waking world and do what you will. I shall see you in person soon enough. The stairs behind you, just walk down them.
Bye.
May the next meeting be the last, then.
And that is what you will. Senatrea just kind of grips the font of this bowl with both hands and goes silent.
Just walks up to her and just gives her a hug. Like
Dragon
real,
tail
real,
coils around you.
like that real, like, what's the word, like, that deep hug. Not just a hug of love, but that deep, deep pained hug.
And so the party awakens. Now at the same time, at exactly the crack of dawn. You all have a full recollection of what you witnessed and experienced. Koinu, when you wake up, would you make me a Constitution saving throw? You may, of course, opt to fail.
17.
All right. There is a tingling on your arm, a feeling of growth, your severed stump of an arm. You feel as though you have the choice to let it or refuse it.
No, it doesn't feel like she earned it.
All right.
I think to Koinu, the distinction of earning something like that's important to her. Same with the cash.
Fair enough. Yeah, the sensation ebbs after a moment. You're able to get out of bed, Still pretty much vertical on that side.
I hope I don't regret that choice later. I probably will.
Siggy will meet you all on the deck as you leave your various rooms, scratching at her head. I had the weirdest dream.
Yeah, I think we all had it.
Oh.
So, what was with the sea cups?
What? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Alchemy, then, for
Siggy will just poke Hashat's horn hanging off her belt.
right, that makes sense.
I was the first one to find that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not saying that my initial interest in Minothan dungeons was wanting to be a little bit more fertile-figured, but it might have been.
That makes sense. You wear, big chest beefers very well.
Damn right I do. She'll do a little bounce on the spot, which is hypnotic in all the right ways.
Big approving nod. It feels very weird. I chose not to have my arm fixed.
Why don't you do that?
I'm almost certainly going to kick myself over it later, but I don't know. If I'm honest, I kind of don't ever want to get a gift from a god. I'd rather be responsible for everything I do and accomplish.
As a paladin, I don't quite get it, but I guess I can
yeah,
respect it.
no. Yeah, exactly. The idea of like asking a god for anything just sort of skeeves me out a bit. Like it feels like they've got other shit to worry about. Although Senatrea is an odd case. I'm really sad that her and Saracina can't like ever reconcile.
Hmm.
At the same time, I don't know. I guess I also have none of my children have tried to kill me, nor have I tried to kill my parents, so I can't speak for that experience.
You know, we've never actually asked Saracina what happened.
No.
And questions and gods, I guess it just never occurred to me to ask.
Well, she's up on the foredeck, staring at the
Yeah, I'm
city.
going to go to her right now.
I would like to give her a hug.
Get in line.
Me
Okay.
too. So, indeed, you find Saracina on the forecastle, near the very masthead of the ship, looking down as you approach Illyria. The sun is rising across the horizon, setting the sea aflame, and the great towers of the city sparkle with their great stained-glass windows. She is smiling, completely oblivious to your nightly trauma. And as you approach, gives you all a great big grin. Isn't it beautiful? The city of my children. Look how they've grown.
Your children? Well, I guess all children, your children. Did you make to there?
I did, yes. They are my pride and joy. Sorry, Hashat, Minotaurs weren't my first and finest creation. Was the Talir, as you might guess, the folk that have a reputation for breeding like bunnies, was my idea. Yes, who could say no to bunnies?
It does make the sense.
Yeah, fair.
I adore them so, and to see them prospering so. Just a shame they aren't more widespread, but, well, what can you do?
I think they're pretty widespread.
Yes, but they could be as fecund as the hobgoblins. Perhaps even more so. Something the matter, you three? You look all pensive-like.
Challenging night's sleep, I think.
No, poor dears. She will give both of you a little head rub.
Hashat is going to kneel down and just give Saracena a hug.
Oh my. It's good to see you too, Hashat. We'll wrap her arms around you and bury your face in Tid for a moment.
It's gonna be okay.
What is? Oh, now I'm concerned.
You will be okay.
Yep.
You're making it worse. Come on, out with it. What's going on?
We met your mom.
Oh.
We got our dreams got pulled somewhere.
Yeah, she can do that. I imagine she's none too happy about this whole reviving me business.
She can stuff it. I don't regret a thing.
Those
I
are dangerous
never had anything
words.
I never had anything to do with it. So I don't know. I don't know if I can agree or disagree. So I guess I won't. Koinu shrugs incredibly helpfully. I think it is sad and a shame that she said that there probably wouldn't be a reconciliation between the two of you. Which bums me out to absolutely no end.
That's not surprising. She's the one who put me in this condition in the first place, but I can't exactly play the blameless damsel in the whole thing. But that's why she has all those new fancy gods. Safer, more easy to control.
I think just less powerful in general.
Indeed.
I think she's pleased that you are what you are, if that makes sense.
You mean a hapless elf?
In less dark phrasing, yeah, I guess so.
Well, on that at least we can agree. I am content enough in this form. It was a step
Yes.
up from where I left, so I'll take it.
Personally, I'd still like to hold on to hope that, one day there'll be some kind of a meeting for some reason or another. And you'll get to talk it out
Perhaps.
face to face and, everything will be fine, but it was still very heartbreaking in the moment.
We have both had a few thousand years to cool off from the last time we met. Perhaps, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Oh, don't look so dour, Hashat. It's fine. I'm not sitting here all broken up about it. Neither should you. Nor should you ruin your relationship with the arch-goddess of our world on my account. She is a powerful ally to have, and to you I think she poses no danger. You have, after all, given her back that which she loves most in the world, that which is most important to her.
What's that?
Legacy, dear, her bloodline. Pure and undiluted. Or, I should say,
Saris.
yes, Saris. I suppose I shouldn't call her undiluted. We primordials were undiluted, and she was most displeased with us.
We're still pouting, going for the hug.
Oh,
Mm.
there, it's all right. My distant family drama shouldn't be bogging the lot of you down. You're young and full of vibrancy and families of your own.
You are never going to be alone, Saracen.
Oh, I know
Mhm.
that.
You should meet all my bunny children and bunny wives, speaking of your favored creations.
Yes, indeed, I intend to meet all of your children. Don't you worry about that.
Although, so help me if you give them all the blessing. They are doing just fine, okay?
The Tillier all carry my blessing with them already. They don't need it.
I know, I'm just afraid you're going for the smooch and double them down, and then I'll die. I'll become a raisin, and then they'll overpopulate the land, and everyone will be doomed. A
No, you don't
glorious,
have to worry about that
sexy
either.
strife.
You can thank Senatrea for that as well.
Huh?
Oh, have you ever wondered why the immortal people who breed like bunnies haven't just overrun the world?
I have had that thought many a time, actually.
Yes, well, Senatrea didn't like what I'd done, me and my siblings, in creating our Tillier. So she fixed them, so to speak.
What, put like a cap on the number?
Quite literally, yes.
Hmm.
It's a remarkable bit of magical work she's woven into their blood.
I
Their
guess it sounds
fertility
humane.
is inversely proportionate to their population. The
Oh,
more Tillier there are in the entire world, the less fertile each member of the species becomes, and the fewer Tillier, the more fecund they are.
hmm. I feel a little bit guilty now. I've taken dibs on 12 of them.
Well, that just means it's very likely 12 died somewhere.
Aww.
Oh,
Hopefully it didn't,
don't.
like, tip over.
No, not like that, dear. I mean, they had, say, fallen off a building or perished in battle.
Okay.
Tillier aren't immortal in the truest sense. They're ageless. They will last forever until violence or disease takes them, but they are not Assyrians. They are bound by the laws of death. They have no contiguous soul to worry about.
Gonna just play with that thought a little bit and just what an emotional whiplash that is to be like momentarily proud and then like, oh no, I guess I've taken up 12 slots, and then no, you killed 12 bunnies. Just can't deal with that. That's a whole lot.
Seriously, just should have pick you up by the hips and give you a hug. You poor idiot. No, you have done nothing wrong, and there is positively no shame nor guilt to be had, having as many
Okay.
bunny children as you can squeeze out.
I think I'm good with 12. I would hate to struggle to give all of them the care and attention that they are due.
Hmm. Well, you and Hashat will have to figure that out for yourselves. It is a struggle at times, but I believe you're all up to the challenge.
I'm sorry.
She won't reach over and just pinch Hashat's cheek.
Eh.
Oh, stop it with the glumness. Come on.
It's okay. I bounce back from it pretty quickly.
You do, but poor Hashat's looking like a mope. I can't stand it. It's making me feel bad. Come on, chip her up. Go flirt with Cass or something.
That's a solid move. Oh, speaking of Cass, Hashat, how good is he at like handstands and spreading wide?
Oh, for the love of... I'm just gonna blow it up.
Aw, come on, it would be the coolest! I was gonna say the coolest shit, but that's in poor taste.
Cass is gonna like peek out from behind the master who was playing with the little chimera kitten. Did I miss something?
I want to make your asshole into a cum cauldron.
A what?
I don't see the point behind that. I think
Just for shits and giggles, really.
Phrasing, dear. Would someone like to define what a cum cauldron is?
Gonna spread you wide and fill you with lots and lots of different cum and see what kind of mixture comes out. I mean,
I mean,
I know what it's gonna look like, but
I got that part. It's just like, are we gonna go hire a bunch of Telerian hookers, or...
maybe later.
no, there was a commandment set down.
Yeah, turns out all of the other gods not best fans of their seeds just sort of like floating around. And, you know, there are plenty of ways to get rid of cum, but there is, you know, one tried and true method for playing with cum and not getting someone pregnant. And she makes the cherry pop noise.
Considering where that came from, that's probably all dude jizz, so I'm gonna pass.
Right, yeah, I guess so.
It's
Well, maybe not the
has
Mithrin ones.
extended.
No,
Has
even that.
extended.
The Empire and intersex
Oh.
people, and Cass makes a scissor motion with his hands.
Oh, God, they suck so much. Alright, fine, blow it up. I'll go get the
Okay.
fridge. I
Ursula's
did
just
check we'd get to
crawling-
keep the Spinny Winnie, because that thing is great. You should definitely go in on that Teleran hooker idea there.
I mean, I'm gonna if Hashat's not.
I was planning on taking you two out on some dates in the city.
I mean, what is a brothel if not the most fun and direct destination for a date?
I was going to say it's a very efficient date.
Yeah, you just
I was
go
thinking of
directly to
something.
the drinks and boning. Oh, well,
I was thinking of something a little more romantic than that.
It is a beautiful city of roses.
I guess.
I am going to get as much pretty artwork as I can to bring back to, you know, wives and kids so that we can make a townhouse look all lovely and stuff.
Oh, that is a good idea. We should get decorations here, Hashat.
Some souvenirs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some of just the world's finest artists out here.
Oh, we should also get
Hey,
roses
guys.
for Tarn's dad.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Ursula. What are you doing?
Oh, that is a belly crawl and a half.
Ursula's afraid of heights.
Yeah,
I mean, I know, but the belly crawl with the boobs just on the deck. Yeah.
It's a sight for sure.
I don't care.
I mean,
I'm airborne. I'm not going to.
if I was a top, I'd be into it, but
Okay. I will say this: don't blow it up. Burn it.
What's
Like
the
this,
difference?
because
Afraid of airborne
Because-
specklage. You worry that people are just going to be like waiting outside for rain cooters up in the sky?
there would you magic, divine stuff
It's an
time
explosion!
It's
and Shaz.
probably
yes.
not magic,
Yeah.
actually.
It's just come from divinely blessed people with a heritage of following a god or being
Yeah.
chosen by a god.
I was gonna say it's like
Yeah,
Hashat's,
so
but that is actually magic, so
Yeah, no,
more like
discuss it.
Sir Hans, you know?
I've never met Sahan.
wait, which one of them?
You know the ASMR hobgoblin we met?
Oh, that one.
Yeah, the pretty boy.
There's
Oh
two
man,
Sir
you
Hans.
met a pretty blonde hobgoblin.
Oh,
Eh?
I meant Suhail, sorry. I did a Hedrah.
Okay,
So Suhail, not Sirhan. Or
right.
Yeah.
Sir Suhail, he's an ASMR, but I don't think anything about him is inherently magical aside from just spellcasting.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
speaking of pretty hobgoblins, did you ever meet Torna? They
Yeah,
are much happier these days.
let's see, that's Tarn's spy lady, correct?
Correct.
Good, I'm glad she's doing alright.
Yep. It was very interesting meeting them again, considering they previously, you know, that whole problem down in Adrene.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of evidence that says that the Empire had some pretty much, you know, dead to rights dealings and the reasons why certain events that occurred went down as they did.
Yeah, Vicky mentioned.
So originally we'd been hunting them down to, you know, kill them. Met their boyfriend, and while talking to them, they jumped out of a window naked and ran away.
Well, I bet that
I
was a
was,
sight.
yeah, I was unbelievably smug when we caught up to them again. So far as I'm aware, very popular these days with handsome, very muscular men.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Indeed. Nice muscular men are nice.
Just a bunch of hard ripped dudes. Fucking thick as shit, but only happier for it.
You know, maybe Ursula ought to join Section 1.
Really.
I mean, she's not
Me.
Section 1 traditionally, she's contractor, but, you know.
I mean, still. That
Oh
sounds
yeah,
like
it's a
a
good
career
deal.
choice that's gonna put you into contact with lots of buff dudes.
It
Just
does.
saying.
It does.
Yeah, and
If I could tell you about everything, I would.
But here's the thing, I can just go to where the buff dudes are.
I mean, yeah.
Tech 1 is a great opportunity to explore. And then I will pause and evidence the airship that we are on and the beautiful city we are approaching.
Yeah.
Ah,
You're-
yes.
You're
the-
motioning there while she's literally gripping the fucking deck.
Well,
There's literally
yeah, pointed.
fingers.
Don't worry, they need boats and diggers too. I'm just saying, like, of the things I can tell you about training with Section 1, they teach you how to do intelligence recollection, but, like, you should be surprised at how the ones who take to that the best are the smoothest lads. Like, they will recount anything they pick up like sponges and then throw it out pretty soon after I do the same. It's so that you don't go insane. They are incredible at it, and they spend the rest of their time just blissfully thick as shit. It's the best.
Koine.
You want me to get you the hookup?
No, she leans up a bit just to show the burnt in scar marking on her chest. I get hit in the chest with enough divine magical energy that changed an entire part of a continent.
Sure.
I think
I
I'm
don't
done
see
with
why
the
that.
whole. I think I'm actually a little bit on the done side with the whole adventurous, exploring, and
Oh no, I'm just
intrigue
saying you
and
should
stuff
turn
like
up to our training halls and just fucking try and score hot dudes.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I can just hook you up with like a cadre of buff lads.
well, I would like
They
to
spend
point out-
literally the whole day just exercising and reading and picking up at least 1 or 2 trade skills.
Yeah,
But
I will
mostly
say
it's just a room full
this,
of buff
I'm not-
dudes.
Yes, but I will say I'm not cast. I am not made of like super stretch.
Look, the difference between a dwarf dick and like a catfolk or a kitsune is like an inch.
Yeah,
Do not
well,
ask me how I know, but I know very well.
I mean, I feel like the
Yes,
knowings are
but
very, very simple.
But there's like an inch difference, but the weight difference between them is a lot more.
Well, that's why you ride.
Ursula,
like-
you're denser and heavier than most people.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm talking about the dick weight, like the mass
Dick weight?
of
That-
the dick.
Mass,
I don't
right.
think. Wait, no, hold on. Dwarves are denser than catfolk. This is like
Yeah,
lightweight for you. You're
Yeah,
gonna be
I-
fine.
I actually think that you will genuinely enjoy a few casual hookups with guys who are, you know, like, just really fucking hunky
Yeah.
cat dudes.
Yeah, I hadn't exactly had the chance.
Yeah, and
Alright,
that's why Coin was
I'll
offering
get-
to get
Yeah,
to the hookup.
exactly. When we get back to Purgo, I'll take you around the training halls, introduce you to the guys. We've got a really good bar where we basically drink for free after 3. After buying 3 drinks, not like we just turn up at 3 p.m. and just get
Oh.
shit housed. That's really bad for it.
I thought like, well, that's very late.
No. I mean that if you get 3 drinks, they say, fuck it, I guess they're here all night, and you just order for the rest of the day and just do whatever the fuck you want. It's great.
Yeah, our character enough. In character, she will reach into her backpack and pull out her pony cake stein from session 1. I still have that fucking cake, that stein cup with me.
It's a great... Yeah, I think honestly, if you ask them to serve it into that, they'll count it as 3.
That's good. Let's get towards landing first so I can see this pretty city.
Heck yeah.
You have no idea how much
Coin.
self-restraint it takes me not to just levitate you off the ship right now.
It would
will
hurt her
Cena-
feelings so badly. Cena. Yeah, that would hurt.
I will chain myself to you.
I can cast fly, darling. Let's go.
Yes.
Fine, Ursula's just being tough. What will actually happen is that it will tremendously hurt her feelings, like a lot.
No, like I will literally do that. I will get. I
I'm
will
gonna do
chain
violence.
use it.
I will do flying
Yeah.
hook chain violence on you.
Saracina fucking spreads her arms like, well, what is it?
And she's still attached to the goddamn boat. She's not letting go.
Goodness.
You poor dear.
Koinu, on the other hand, is going to, like, fucking on the prow of the boat, sit on it, so, like, legs can kicky outy over the edge of nothingness. She fucking loves it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed that people are giving me so much shit for this.
Ursula, we're not giving you shit because you have a phobia. We're giving you shit because we love you. And it's fun to tease you.
None of you fuckers threatened to throw goddamn Hashat off the side of a boat.
I wasn't here, but I would have.
Also, if I remember rightly, besides Ursula, who was at the time 8, 9 in, the rest of the party absolutely teased her about her cork floaties.
I got teased
Yes.
mercilessly.
She was ribbed endlessly by the whole party.
Yeah, she was teased about it, but none of you fuckers were ever threatening to fucking throw her off the boat. Or like levitate her into the fucking ocean.
Look, Cass will. Cass
None of us were
can't.
that powerful. Yeah, none of
Nobody
us were
could.
capable back then. Nahia didn't even have the coat yet. She wasn't strong enough to lift a Hashat.
Yeah, but that's
Otherwise, yeah, she'd have held Hashat under the armpits and dangled her over the side until she went moo.
Oh, that would have been a
Yeah.
really uncool thing to
It
do.
would have been a real fucked move.
See, like all that shit that like Ursula was just trying to help Hashat, her fucking friend there, to not be so afraid of the ocean. So if she ever fell off, she had her floaties to keep her alive there. And now your fuckers like, let's throw the fucking dwarf off the boat, throw them into the fucking air there.
I don't think Hashat has actually teased Ursula.
Not because I know that feeling.
Yeah. Indeed, for anything, since you got cock floaties, and yeah, Ursula, you literally got stonies, so, you know. You got
It's
some
true.
sinkies. They're really
Saracena literally made like a wall of stone on the deck for you to sit on to be more comfortable, to be fair.
Yeah, you got given sinkies.
Yeah.
And then you were ripped.
Yeah. But that's not the problem. That's not the problem. It makes her more comfortable, but let's chuck the dwarf off the side. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Look,
Eh.
she wasn't gonna put you off the side like dangerously. It would just be levitating you. But she wanted you to see the city. Come on.
I'm sure Ursula would enjoy seeing the city from the ground level a lot more than anything else.
Does the city have a basement level? She'd love
Yeah.
that even more.
After a moment, Cass is gonna like squat down next to Ursula and say, "So, what's your opinion on tall buildings?"
If I can stand on it, it's okay. If I'm not near the edge where some fucker can push me off the edge, like off the side of a fucking mountain, then yes, it's okay. Buildings are okay.
So, Cass will point towards the enormous spire of the palace rising out of the center of the city. How about a
We could
giant
land on it.
observation dome on top of the palace? Because that's where the airship dock is.
Yeah,
I am so excited to be that high up. Just
I'm excited to see the stained glass.
Yeah, that's okay. I've
Oh.
been on.
God, it's like
told
early
stuff like that before.
morning as well. I bet that city is fucking stunning.
Yeah, and it's right on the coast of the sea too. So yeah, the water is aflame, and all of the towers, their walls are like 70% stained glass, just these enormous monoliths
Oh my
stretching up into the
God.
heavens. It's just all on fire. It seems like as the sun hits it.
This is an expensive city.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's allowed to throw a rock in this fucking city. Sports are always in an enclosed dome.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of the town, like, down here are just, like, normal city buildings, but these enormous spires are all
God, I love
glass, and it lives up to its name. You can see from the ground all the way up until, like, the top ring of the spire before it goes into just a single tower is just covered in blooming rose vines.
Nice. So how much money did we make? Because I definitely want to use some to buy just the most beautiful landscape of this place possible.
I mean, we do have like 4,000 gold and a lot of silver to distribute. Yes.
How much of it was I here for? Because I don't think I qualify
I
for all
don't
that gold.
recall.
Well, I guess Koine gets full share. Sucks for Nahia.
Sure, I guess what? I'm taking Nahia's, I guess. Sweet.
Yeah, fuck her, she's not here.
Ah, she is definitely missing out. Smash cut to Nahia just waking up in a pillow sandwich.
Yeah, Nahia
Like,
wakes
oh
up.
no, my life's so hard.
Nahia wakes up on top of a large-sized dragon woman with like nestled in her tits with 2 wives on either side. Like, what a shame.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Oh no. Oh, she'll never recover from this loss.
Well,
Yeah.
do we want to divvy up the money before we land? Still got a couple minutes.
Sure. Let's hack up that the divine portion of the cum box while we're at it.
If
That'll be weird to do if we land down in the dock with a cum fire on the ship.
for simplification, the gold and silver totals 8,000 gold and 8,136 gold.
Guys will
And
do a sharp whistle.
How much are we splitting it?
Well, there's 1, 2,
8,000.
3, 4, 5, 6 people.
Okay.
Saracena does not want a cut.
Alright, that's... What the fuck? What do I do with all this money?
1,356, and no silver change
Wow.
for once.
Holy shit. Yeah, you're right, that was a clean cut. Hot
Nice.
damn. Yeah, turn the gold and silver into 0 GP, 0 SP. All we've got left in the loot now is gemstones, residium, and 48 copper pieces.
Are you sure you don't want any, Sarah? Any Cena?
I can make gold.
You can? Don't tell anyone you can do that.
Panicked economy noises.
Excuse you, what?
I'm the goddess of earth and bounty. I can fucking make my own gold if I want it.
Okay, just don't do it in front of anybody, ever.
Do you think I'm retarded? I only told you because I trust you.
Okay.
You know, wait.
No, whatever you're going to say, Ursula, no.
Yes, I have to ask. For the sake of everyone here, I have to ask you. What the fuck is Mithril?
What?
Huh?
Mithril's a fucking myth. What do you want?
That's why they call it Mithril.
Yes, it's made up. It's a storybook mineral. It doesn't exist.
Okay, just making sure. Because if you could do all that stuff, I just had to ask.
I could make you a new alloy and call it Mithril if you want.
Let's not do that.
Really?
No. That one will get us in trouble.
No, it won't
okay.
do anything. It will just be a nice alloy of, I don't know, cobalt and silver.
I'm sure that's actually quite pretty, yeah.
Yeah. Is it valuable? Certainly. Does it do anything useful? No.
Out of character, like... It does a whole fucking lot with steel. My lord, it does.
Not for this technology level.
Thankfully not, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Saracen does not have the foresight to understand at more advanced technology. Really, she's stuck in like the late Iron Age, and is just like slowly catching up due to Hashat's memory she stole.
Yeah.
Oh god, if she gets... Oh god, if the fucking Cowmazones...
Yeah, imagine if a
close
Coven
to
Stone
them.
had woken up the goddess of Earth and Bounty. Like, time to play Minecraft for the next 100 years.
It's
Later,
Minecraft!
losers.
It's one of those really annoying mod packs that make no sense, but for some reason it just makes the industrial age. Like, fuck you, wizard. Keep your secrets.
Yeah, I don't need a wizard. I have science.
Yeah, and that's like the fucking technic pack, like I usually do. Just go off in my corner, dig down into the earth, and then Malhavoc comes to visit, and it's just Mines of Moria with a fusion of like cyberpunk.
Listen, all I know from your fucking Minecraft adventures was a chicken tesseract.
That's my favorite story. Just a loud clucking that you get closer to.
Yeah, the quantum chicken tesseract.
And when someone decided it would be funny to tap the glass one time.
Yeah, it just kills the service, just there. And the fact that the hilarious thing is that if it's done on the surface, you have to roll back because they explode out with such a fucking
Yeah,
amount.
that isn't a
that
thing
they
that can happen anymore, which is a deep shame because Tesseract bombing a server just feels like a fun experiment.
Yeah, it used to because, and then they just spread over such a large area that they cap all the spawns. Fuck the word again. The chunks there, all
Yeah.
around, out in a fucking massive area.
Yeah, there was also a special thing that used to happen if something went from a loaded chunk into an unloaded chunk. It tried to do the whole chunk at once, which is why that happens. Why that kills the server is because if they went in every direction and touched every border at once, all of the chunks try to load, which you're not supposed to do one whole in a second, let alone nine at once. That is why that is why that bomb functions the way it does, or functioned the way it did, because it would try to load everything that it touched, which is to say everything all at once.
Anyway,
Sorry, yes.
as you are approaching the Great Palatial Spire, Saraceno will glance over the side of the ship, having given up on teasing Ursula. Say, "No, isn't that an Imperial ship?" She will point down, not at the airship dock, but all the way down towards the physical marina, where you can indeed see, amongst many other ships, there is a single, probably a cruiser, bearing the flags of the
surprised.
Hobgoblin Imperium.
I'm surprised they allowed it anywhere nearby, considering the history of the city.
Well,
Ah,
they're supposed to be at peace, so
supposed to
Quote,
be.
P.
if they've turned up to do trade, then they're not going to get turned away because money is money. But I'm going to go ask the captain if they have a particularly nice spice glass I can borrow. I want to get the fucking numbers on that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Siggy's
can-
right next to you.
Yeah, Siggy does in fact have a big old spyglass.
Thank you.
Dunk.
I have to get my hands on one of these. I'm sure they do beautiful spyglasses here. Maybe even a collapsible one. That'd be lovely. She will take a peek. 23. Gonna scan that shit from up here.
All right, with your spyglass, you're able to see it bears the name the Witch Hammer in Goblin. And there it is indeed a heavy cruiser of a ship of the line class. There's nothing particularly remarkable about it on the exterior. The crew marching about on the deck are all wearing Imperial military uniforms, though you do see a couple members of the Royal Guard on the deck, standing on either side of the steps into the quarterdeck.
Sure. Are they in show uniforms or are they in like full Myrmidon?
They are in their dress uniforms, which are still quite practical, but not, their
Okay.
military campaign loadout.
Okay. It's worrying. There's royalty on that ship. Or at the very least, a seneschal speaking on behalf of royalty on that ship. That's bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember where we just came from?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Whatever. Eh.
Look, I always play by the rule of assume that as smart as we are, they have got someone at least vaguely as smart who can figure out what we've been up to. So I'm gonna choose the route of paranoia, and
That's the route of sleepless nights.
it is, but it's also the route of not getting shanked in the kidneys or fired or both. I'm gonna go to ground the moment we land. Just check up with a few contacts. I do believe we've got
Well,
a handful.
you are the spy, so
Yeah, I will catch up with you guys in the evening.
Uh, Hashat as well. And if they got a circle here,
there is one. I don't know where it is though, or how guarded it is, or what security measures there are, which is why I didn't want to use it.
yes,
Use what,
but you
sorry?
can ask if you can use it.
The teleportation circle in the city.
Oh, yeah, sure you probably can. I can certainly ask for permission. I think we can get it through an embassy.
Yes, and he
Yeah,
will
but that
gesture
way you
towards
can,
the palace that you were about to dock at. I mean,
yeah, that's
palace.
yeah. I'm just saying that you
Oh,
can
that's beautiful.
Unload the stuff that you got.
Uh, oh,
That-
I am unbelievably gutted that my first moment here in this beautiful city is suddenly doing work.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you bring all that stuff with you, and then just tell somebody on the other side, then you just can't come back.
I'm gonna have to teleport
Because that's-
directly to Pergolith. I don't think you understand how much of a bummer that is. We just got here.
No. Siggy will clap you on the shoulder. You can wait a couple minutes or a couple hours. I'm sure Section 1 knows there's some hobgoblins here already.
Well, no, more like I have to by hand deliver the payload I'm carrying.
Well, yeah, but it's not that urgent.
Gonna assume it is. I'll just be back in the evening. I'm just, gutted.
Oh,
Yeah. I'll try and make it as quick as I
Okay.
can.
Think about it. If you come back in the evening, you can see it on the sunset as well.
I
Gonna be
know.
prettier.
I'm sure it's beautiful. Stupid sense of responsibility.
it's admirable. But hey, at least before you
no.
go, you all gotta come and meet my aunt.
Your aunt? Who's your aunt?
Aduna?
Oh,
I would love to meet Aduna. I'm
perhaps she
gonna
would
need
have an
to
idea of
bite
where
my
to start
tongue.
looking for this individual I'm trying to find.
Probably.
Maybe
And,
Heck, it might be her.
doubtful.
Wouldn't that be wild if it were, though?
Yeah, I mean, that'd certainly make the
Right.
whole rebuild Minotha thing real easy.
I mean, I don't even.
I would like to ask a question. Cersina, how good is that nose of yours?
She will just tap her nose, give you a wink.
Okay, because otherwise you can just ask, hey, can you smell the Minothan bloodline like somewhere? We just go in that direction.
I didn't think to ask that, I suppose.
Saraceno will ponder that for a moment, then lean off the side of the ship, hands gripping the railing, and take a deep whiff of the air.
God, I bet she gets high as fucking balls on the air here.
Yeah, you see her like visibly shudder for a moment. Ah, that is rich. So rich.
Point who fancies herself.
But I don't. He pauses, sniffs again. I smell on the air neither seed nor egg of my lineage. Odd.
Does that mean they are in a special wizard tower or underwater?
Either of those could be the case, or perhaps he or she just hasn't nutted in a while.
Ah, so we also happen to find someone who's just nearly as down bad as I am.
Okay,
No,
so
dear,
now
you're
there-
positively
Scrying-
aromatic.
The scrying was conducted over a month ago.
That's
It
true.
did point here, but it is it's possible that they aren't in the city anymore. I don't know.
more than likely it's a wizard because
Yeah, the Minothan royal family was hacker wizard. Well, sorcerer.
Yeah, sorcerer, not wizard, which are... Well, there is a very important distinction there.
The Minnesota bloodline.
Oh, that's a tongue twister. Seriously,
Seriously, it just
Minnesota.
pinches the tip of your tongue.
Hi.
Cheek pat. Alright, let's get this ship docked and meet, I suppose, the Princess of the Bunnies. I'm excited.
You're positively aromatic.
Well, I don't plan on fucking her, but I would like to rub a shot on her. That sounds fun.
Oh dear.
Hey Cass, I have a question for you about your family.
Yeah, I too want to see that hat. Wait, what? Sorry?
Your dad, was he like a bard or was his granddad a bard?
My dad was a knight. My biological father. Obviously, you've met my adopted father. Before that, my family was made up of merchants. Although my grandfather's firstborn son was, or sorry, my great grandfather's firstborn son was a bard. Yeah. The original
counts.
Cassidy Leofer.
The lad.
Okay, no. Well, it's mostly because going back in memory, it's there was somebody back then
Back when? Sorry?
that,
When is then?
well, if you just count on the fingers, 60 years ago.
Okay.
That looked very, very Cass, but had like more man features, like
Okay.
square jaw and
First of all, rude.
like that.
Second of all,
Yeah, the word you're looking for is Chadley.
I hate that word. But yeah, I mean, I've got other relatives. You know, my dad had siblings. Not a lot of them, but they
Okay.
have kids of their own. So
Well, we have to go. Yeah, mostly because
50 years ago.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
because or you know you could have like a cousin, like what's his name again?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been
I hear the
someone
fucking
like in Vicky's line.
Anderland.
It could also just have been a handsome cat lad.
No, like this. No. I've seen Cass's sister. I've seen Cass, like, and this one was like it was Cassish.
Who's Cassish? Who's Cassish?
This might be that cat's
No, like-
name for all we know.
Cass-ish. S, like
Yeah,
you
I
put
know.
that in it was an affix.
I'm just saying, like Kassesh is definitely a cast name.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like even your was like our character. This being a fucking name. The cousin first. The cousin.
Vicky?
No, the other one. The redhead and
Franz?
the one that's in Anderlecht. Yeah, France. Like not the same hair, but similar type of face, ish.
Franz didn't
But
really
this
paint
one
me
was
as a bit of a chadlet, frankly. He's still got that same cast swagger that makes him imminently poundable by large women.
Cass just blinks innocently.
yeah, but this was like it's a cast, like belonging to the family of casts.
Well, I don't know all of my relatives forever, but I can certainly peek into the archives when we get to Greymore.
Yeah, just continues to crawl on the fucking deck towards waiting for it to dock.
Yeah, I think about this time the ship has pulled into port and a gangplank has been extended and hooked onto the edge, allowing you to disembark. There are several bunny girl knights in this beautifully engraved plate armor with rose vine patterns all along the shoulders and a big blooming blue rose on the chest plate. They stand guard and give you all crisp salutes.
Oh my god, you're all beautiful.
They
Oh god,
grin,
it's
but
a gang.
Siggy will pinch your ear. They're on duty. Behave.
Well, yeah, so am I.
Oh god, it's a gangplank.
Do you want me to
Just-
toss you across?
No.
Nobody tosses
I
a
could,
dwarf.
I could carry you across.
Castle just pat you on the shoulder,
Each.
Ursula. Do you want a dimension door into the building?
Ursula just grips onto Hashat like all her strength.
Dimension door?
I can just teleport you inside.
No, she just gripped onto you because you asked to carry her, so she just grabbed onto you like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I will carry. I will carry Ursula across onto ground.
Large mountain carries thick dwarf.
Yeah. She's not letting go until she knows there's solid under.
Goldie sort of does circles over you and this purrs. Looks concerned. A lot of you can get inside. And Siggy will converse with one of the knights, or you are directed towards the throne room, and the Lion Fang will turn to you and say, well, it sounds like Aunt Dune has just finished with some other important guests, so I guess we're up. Lucky us.
Lucky us.
Oh, lovable solid ass floor.
Are you okay, Ursula? Do you need a minute?
No, I'm good. It's just I'm so happy to stand on actual solid ground. Well, it's solid floor, but it's
Yeah, good
It's
enough.
attached to the ground. Alright. Oh, I'm very excited to meet Aduna. The girls are gonna be so jealous.
I bet.
I just pet Cody. Feed him some steak.
All right. And so the party is marched in, surrounded by an honor guard of knights, into the tremendous throne room of Aduna Lionfang, Princess Illyria, and the inside of the tower is every bit as extra as the outside. There are giant-sized horse statues mounted by great lion fang knights. There are brass bulls bearing braziers on their head, leading up to this beautiful stained glass dais beneath the throne. It is every bit as opulent and wealthy as every other part of the city, just taken up to its logical extremes. And sat upon a gilded throne flanked by angelic statues is indeed the princess of the city. She is ageless and perfect in her beauty. She wears a great pink cloak clasped at her chest, flowing down her back, and at her side, leant against the throne, is an enchanted staff known throughout the land for its ability to calm and influence the minds of even the most fearsome beasts. Wears great boots and cute little panties and relatively little else. She is sat cross-legged, leant back, and gives you all a welcoming smile as you enter. And says down from her throne, if it isn't my dear Siggy and Rotha as well, please come in. It has been entirely too long. And we have the Earl of Greymore as well, and the Lord Dracool.
I'm so excited.
Cass will do a great big bow and say, and of course my dear wife, the Lady of Igniferus. I had not heard that city had been restored. But of course, that makes sense indeed. Welcome, Hashat. Now I can put a face to that name. Please, all of you, approach. That's making me shout across the dais.
Nervous quite noises.
Saracena just takes your hand, links her fingers through yours, and just drags you along.
Okay.
Come along, you big baby.
Whew.
Mama's got you. Goldie will be following along.
Okay. It is an honor to meet you, Lady Lionfang.
One of the
Coin who keeps her cool.
Nice. Good
She,
job.
she slides on
Right.
that like spy business coat and just fucking chills right down.
Siggy will
Wait,
smile. And,
she keeps her cool, but does she keep her Drac cool?
How
shit.
cool.
Speaking of Dracul, Siggy will incline her head towards Koinu. This is Koinu, one of my associates. And, of course, Ursula Stonesinger, the inestimable craftsman. Welcome,
Wait.
one and all. Please, be at ease. The friends of my dear niece are friends of mine. But there's one of your company you've yet to introduce, Siggy. Who might this elf in beauty be? Saracena will just smile and whisper, Go on. Siggy will clear her throat and say, and may I introduce Saracena, goddess of earth and bounty. Goddess will curtsy. For the briefest of moments, Aduna's eyes widen. But she is quick to regain her composure. and will steeple her fingers. Another goddess returned to the land. My. It is an honor, my lady progenitor. Oh, so you do know. That's good. Saves us all a lot of song and dance. Well, I can't help but say I am so proud of all of you. Look at all you've accomplished. This city is a work of art itself. You see several bunny girls' cheeks begin coloring and many poofball tails begin to wiggle.
Oh, they're so precious.
Oh,
Seriously, a little grin. Yes, you are all precious indeed. He comes over to this bunny girl, a quite muscular specimen with tanned skin, long dark hair pulled back, wearing plate armor and carrying a long sword at her hip, and she will give her just a pinch on the cheeks. And so many children under some of your belts. That makes the bunny girl, who, again, like all the species, looks like she's just 20-ish. Her cheeks turn bright rosy, and you hear scattered giggles into gauntlets from the other knights. It feels good to be home.
No, is this where we lose you? Lost forever amongst the bunny wow.
Oh, you just might. Look at them, they're so cute. Even this
Precious.
one, look how she pouts. It's adorable. You see a red-haired bunny girl who bears a more than passing resemblance to Siggy. Try scowling, but her tail does a little wiggy wag. Iduna will chuckle and say, "Well, we are pleased to host a guest of such honor and power here for as long as you like, of course. A goddess shall be treated as such. If you have any needs, please do not hesitate to say." Oh, needs, I don't know. Nothing strikes the mind now, although I'm sure my companions would love a chance to enjoy the hospitality of the Queen of the Bunnies. Isn't that right, children?
Just,
I-
this is a wonderful experience.
you do
Although,
have a very beautiful city.
Absolutely. I want to see every one of the sites on offer here. I'm very sad that I can't stay for the full duration. Indeed, I must briefly stop in and out. But after which, I would be most honored if I could spend time and attention on each and every one of you.
Well, it seems my dear Koinu has set her sights on the finest rows of the city right away. And thus, in and out she goes. Several of the knights will chuckle. Seriously, I'll just wrap a hand around your shoulders, Koinu. Give you a big grin.
I have no idea what you mean.
although
I think that the most
I
beautiful
would
art just needs just wonderful amounts of admiring.
just
I mean, that
mention
is why I
though,
admire many individuals.
though our travels into this very beautiful city has been long, I think we should, first and foremost, wash off the travel before going forth.
Of course.
The princess will nod and say, "So be it. I will have rooms prepared for each of you. As friends of my dear niece, you are welcome to stay as long as you want. It is our honor to host such esteemed personages, of course. And I'm sure to hear all about your adventures. I hear there's been quite a lot of excitement off on the far eastern coast.
Oh, ever so much. I'll do my best to keep you abreast of the entire situation.
Oh, I'm
We
not
are a
looking
bunch
for
of
intelligence, my
rapscallions.
dear. I want a story. But
Oh, and
I'm
I intend to
sure.
tell one. If Cass doesn't beat me to it while I'm in absentia.
Well, the Earl the Earl Greymore does have a history, I know, but I think we can wait until dinner at least.
Yes.
Cass pouts.
Cody winks at Cass.
I'm just gonna. He narrows his eyes at you and whispers sotto voce. It's a race, then.
Oh, I see. The game is afoot. Oh, Cassidy, you see, I have but one feature that works in my favor. Training in persuasion and the reliable talent feature.
Cass, however, has
Just a
expertise.
cracked. Yeah, I was going to say just a cracked persuasion. But he is whim to fate. I can at least, not fail. That's nice.
It's true. Cass can give himself advantage, I believe, or no, that's on intelligence checks. Actually, I don't think he has anything
Yeah, no,
for
he can.
charisma.
It's Nahia who has
That's right.
charisma.
So yeah, he's beholden to the whims of fate, and however many debuffs he can put on you.
He wouldn't dare.
Well, that's what you think.
Yeah, I'll give my, of course, most genuine flourish. I'll have to pick up my nice clothes while I'm back in town.
Well, then I look forward to seeing you all at dinner this evening. Though I warn you, we have a guest of. She will pause for a moment, thinking. Grave import as well.
Yes, we had noticed. Hopefully this guest does nothing to cause you any trouble or do distress.
I am sure they will be as well behaved as is common to their kind. Cass will quickly do a little flourish and say, Well, you have nothing to worry about while we're here. No one shall do you harm nor foul. Oh
I wonder
my,
if
so
Aduna knows
gallant.
can't.
You know full well that Aduna is a very powerful enchanter wizard.
Yeah,
So
probably does not know
probably
the
does
thieves'
not know
cant.
thieves' cant. No, she is
That
she
a
is
shame.
noble, born and raised.
Very well. Yeah, alright, Cass, I guess I'll roll the D... what?
Do you what? I'm not actually casting a spell on you.
Oh, okay. I
I
thought
was
he
just showing like
actually
he
fucking
could.
bombed it. He could, yeah. I suppose doing so in front of professed... Nice try, buddy. A professed powerful enchantress. Bad move. Casting an
Probably.
enchantment spell, probably could tell. Does not look good for him.
No, that she would see through that shit immediately. And also probably casting spells in the palace. Kind of a, a bit of a faux pas.
Bit of a
Probably.
no.
Bit of an
And
oopsie.
there is a Kalirian cleric right here who probably also would spot that bullshit. Yeah, she
Yeah.
is indeed probably the milfiest of the bunnies here, which speaks that she could well be ancient as fuck if she looks more than 20 years old.
That's also true. Either that or she just
That's
happens to
sustainable.
have... she happens to have... She could be on the young side, but her descendant could have just been of particularly milfy stock.
It's true.
Like if her mom
Or
is
it could
from
be-
just one of the
What
Amazons from
happens-
Dick Girl
what happens
Island.
if you selectively breed only milfy Talir with each other?
There's
They
probably
it
a bar in town.
compounding.
There's probably a bar in town called Only MILFs.
Look, just because the Widow Bloom brothel has a little deputy office here doesn't mean anything. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck and yeah.
I will
Oh
say
man, it's a
this,
good
it's-
thing Nahia isn't here, or she would fuck so many princess.
Yeah, I mean, look. Let me let you in on a secret here, right? These Rose Knights are the princess's personal guard. Each of them is probably like well over 100. This is
I will
MILF
say
City.
This is also the same Milfy bunny that was in 72 when we first found the
Yes.
in town.
Yes, she is Sig Lionfang's waifu for Laifu. This is, in fact, Sig's one and only daughter with Aduna, the heir to the crown. Hence why Siggy's been calling her Auntie Duna.
It's so precious. Yeah, alright. Koinu's going to be as quick as she can in her trip to Pergolith and back. And while there, is going to spend a full fucking 50 gold of that money split on the most beautiful, like, black dinner dress she can pull together. Like,
Nice.
the Bond girlist black dinner dress.
Wait.
Side slip, garter to hold, the pretty floral dagger, the whole lot.
How tall is Koinu?
Koinu is she's only 5'8". She's thankfully not hard to shop for. She's the average cat girl size.
How much does Koinu weigh?
Koinu weighs exactly 115 pounds. She weighs a lot more with her gear in full roguish delight, but as it is, yeah, naked she's very light. She is missing a limb, which makes up at least some fifth, I think, of her weight.
Well, if she's gonna go there, if she's gonna look for a dress, first I can recommend a very specific point that got her, her in honor of Morgan, Morris return. Remember the black with silver
Yeah.
in it.
I don't know. I have art hanging around of the dress I'm now thinking of. Let's see, yeah.
Yeah, the one that Ursula had was like Morticia Adams, but with a silver thread along the arm and just a silver line down the back, straight down. So when she walked, the line moved.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Sexy.
That's the only time Ursula also dyed her hair black and lipstick with everything.
Goth Dwarf.
Yeah, she went full fucking like Morticia Adam-esque goth with
Yes.
silver rings and earrings and all that stuff.
Morticia.
Chad has brought up an excellent point. As soon as Koinu gets back, Cass needs to just cast massive milky memories on her. Destroy that dress fitting.
Oh, that's so cruel, especially when he sees how really lovely it is.
But hey, then you're big enough to actually fit some of the Ursula dress then.
That is
Yeah.
pretty sexy.
Yep. It's got the lovely back straps and then the inner side slit and then lots of like floral see-through patterning. around chest and back.
So once you guys are escorted from the throne room, Siggy will like pinch Koinu and Cassidy's ears. Say,
Ow!
why immediately trying to fuck my aunt?
Have you seen your aunt? She's absolutely stunning, and I, for once, think my wives would be incredibly proud of me if I did.
I mean, she is like the prettiest bunny girl that's ever lived. And royalty. And like a turbo MILF. Cass, she doesn't have a
Blues
dick.
again.
I mean, that's not a deal breaker.
And Cassidy is obviously addicted to the thrill of the challenge. I see you must try to face down a Koinu, and she is at full fox. I know how it is, Bard.
He grins. Siggy just face plants. Whatever. It's not like she doesn't have like a bajillion lovers. You guys suck, though.
For the end of the night, I hope that I do.
No, the cast sucks.
I can suck a titty.
Cass will just grin and say, I mean, no matter how this night ends, I'm gonna end up sucking something.
Fuck yeah. You reach over and fist bump Cass. No hard feelings for the winner.
Finger guns. Well, I gotta go get some prep done.
That's right. I'm gonna go do some
Alright.
business, and hopefully it won't take me too long. I'll see you guys soon.
I got to wash off a goddamn spory, puked on, burned chemical crap that I got hit with.
Oh yeah, Gertie. I mostly just got hit with explosions, the fiery ones.
I know how to cast
Yeah, I
prestidigitation.
got the.
Luckily,
Yeah, I
Koinu was
don't.
was ear rubbed back to full goodness by lovely dragon because she was extra crispy.
Okay, I need to take 5 to make some toast because I have an
Right.
ungodly
Hold that
thirst for toast.
thought. I'm actually going to kind of call the session about now because we are probably getting into stuff I think Merz will want to be here for.
Sure, I'll type you
Oh.
her Koinu's little TP journey.
Yeah. That's fine. Any prep stuff you want to get done beforehand would be good. Yeah, let's do XP right quick.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so it's been another day, which makes it the 28th of May.
We are 8 away from another.
Alright, did you explore a new interesting location for the first time?
God, it's so pretty, yes. And
Yeah.
also
We
Sanatrea's
started,
dream.
yes.
Did you discover an interesting truth about the world?
Yes, Senatrea's dream.
Yes.
The like functionality of that dragon potion. Her estrangement from Saracena being based in a reality of technically being stabbed square in the back.
Did you make a new ally or a lasting enemy?
I don't know. I feel like Koinu can't say I have an ally in God. It's way too fucking.
Yeah,
That's dumb.
You guys definitely were a little rude at the end to Senatrea. Ursula, however, was very nice. But yeah, I think you guys have already checked in Senatrea regardless.
Yeah, Koinu herself is even as her own words, just fucking young and very much overwhelmed with everything she just heard and saw.
You certainly advanced and or completed a quest. Did you discover a new page in a companion story? Well, you certainly learned more about Saracena. For good or
Yeah,
ill.
absolutely.
So that sounds like 5 XP, everybody.
Sweet.
I'll go ahead and add that to Kina's sheet.
5, 9, 7.
Yep. You're so close.
So if we score,
close.
if we score 3 experience,
Once again, poor Merz going to get cucked out.
Dab.
Dab, 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 dab.
well, Mars can quickly regain it. So
I know, but that day of training, what a kick in the teeth.
Well, in the meantime, if you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Sorry, it's a bit of a short one, 2 days in a row, but you know how these things are. Wish Merz the best over her sick, and we will see you in a couple days for the Dark Manor. Till then, adios, and do take care.